All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit our goal of 8,000 subs. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be giving away a jersey on our live show here soon. But, guys, we're looking at 9K subs now. We're getting to Thanksgiving time. We're getting to Christmas time. We would love to hit 10Ks by December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there, so we can give someone $1,000 for the Christmas gifts. That'd be a huge lift off someone's shoulders. So please get us a 10K. We love what we're doing. Thank you guys for the support. 12K subs after the 10K. We're going to send someone to a game. Probably not the Super Bowl. Don't get any ideas, guys. But we're gonna do our best to send you guys to two people to a couple games of your choice. That's probably not the Super Bowl. But guys, thank you again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Monday, October 30th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I gave out a loser last time in game 2 because I gave out the under 8.5 total runs, and the Diamondbacks, they covered that by themselves. The Diamondbacks looking pretty good. We may need to take note of that for sure in this home game for game 3.
Seth?
Yeah, I had the Diamondbacks plus 1.5. Easily could have taken a money line because they destroyed in that game, but a win's a win.
And then I had the nerve fee cashing that one. I also had the Diamondbacks plus 1.5 on the run line, and then I went with the trade in the under. We really could have hit that pretty easily, but the D-backs, they just poured it on towards the end of the game. But I'll take the 2-1 night. But let's get into our plays for today. We're going to be looking at game number 3 between the Texas Rangers and the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks, they did their job splitting the season on the road. Now they get a chance at home to take the lead in game 3. The money line for both teams, minus 110. So it's basically a pick 'em here. The over-under is 9 runs. Trey, start us off here.
Yeah, this game's going to be very fun to watch. Both teams, man, neither one of them really want to, give an inch in this series. And it's been pretty fun to watch. The Arizona Diamondbacks, they are a young, studded team. I was listening to it on the radio on my way back home on Saturday, and geez, it was fun to listen to the radio guys talk about this Diamondbacks team, about how young they are, and to hear the backstories about this team as well. And the Rangers, man, I don't know how you could, split a game at home. They really needed to win both those games at home, and the Diamondbacks entered this game 1-1 tied. I think that they're going to win this game, but I'm not going to take them on the money line. I'm going to go over to the innings tab here. And I found a prop that I really, really love. Give me the first 7 innings here, and I'm going to take the Arizona Diamondbacks plus a half on the first 7 innings run line. I fully expect this game to be a pretty close, contentious game throughout, so I love that I can get the Diamondbacks at plus a half on the first 7 inning run line. I think the Diamondbacks have a great chance to win this game, but I like to have a little bit of a leeway. I like both these starting pitchers, as you guys are going to hear in the player props a little bit later. Brandon Pfaadt and Max Scherzer, both of those guys are going to be prepped and ready for this game, and we've seen the offenses kind of have a roller coaster in game 1 and game 2. I'm expecting them to be a little bit flat in this game. So I would love this game to be, 1-1 going into the 8th inning, or even the Diamondbacks being up. I don't think that's too much to ask for this game. So give me the Diamondbacks plus a half on the first 7 inning run line here.
Seth?
Yeah, and after going to the Diamondbacks, I'm going to be right back on the Rangers here. My biggest thing here is Max Scherzer has had 2 starts. He hasn't looked sharp in either of them, but he has very, very successful numbers against these Diamondbacks hitters that have faced him in his career. They have a combined 155 batting average against him. I think we're going to see playoff Max in this game. I think he's going to come ready for this start. And although Pfaadt has been really good, I think this is going to be the game that we see him struggle a little bit in. I don't know what it is, why I think this, but I just have a feeling that after getting blown out like they did, that this Rangers offense is going to wake up in this game, and this will be a good guy to do it on, as he did have some shaky numbers in the regular season. I know we don't look at the regular season here, but there are some players on the Rangers that have seen him a few times that have some pretty good numbers on against Pfaadt as well, which is why I like the Rangers here. And I do like Max Scherzer with the success he's had against the Diamondbacks. So I will be on the Rangers in this game.
Yep, well said. I'm going to take the Rangers as well on the money line in game 3 on the road. Max Scherzer, you guys were talking about a little bit. He's had a couple starts coming back from injury. He hasn't looked great, but he's going to be good enough in this game to give the Rangers a lead after 6 innings. I've been very impressed with Brandon Pfaadt, who is going to be the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, but the Rangers have already seen him this season, and they lit him up in the only game they saw him in. That was the difference with Brandon Pfaadt against the Phillies. The Phillies had never seen him before, so his stuff did look different. The Rangers have already seen his stuff this season, and a lot of those guys have really good numbers against them. So I expect him to have a big day against Brandon Pfaadt as they take game 3. Give me the Rangers on the money line as my play. Guys, let's go over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I was 1-0 on the player props in game 2. That's because I gave out Geraldo Perdomo over a half total base in that game, and he smacked a single in his second at bat. So shout out to him for cashing through with us. I was thinking about, giving him out in game 3, but I was a little bit too nervous about going against Max Scherzer for him because he's 0-for-4 in his career against Scherzer. But I don't hate Geraldo Perdomo over half total base.
Steph?
Yeah, and I went 1-1. I had Adolis Garcia over 1.5 bases. He didn't get a hit in this game, but right after I got done with my prop, I talked myself into Gabriel Moreno over 1.5 total bases, and he did hit a home run in that game, so that one did cash.
Yeah, and then I had Marcus Semien over 1.5 bases. He only had a single in the game, so we did not cash that. But let's move on to our player props for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I was looking at the board, and I was like, dang, I really like both these starting pitchers. I think that both of them are going to have a pretty good game. And I was like, heck, why don't I just combo them together like PrizePicks allows us? So I took Brandon Pfaadt plus Max Scherzer over 9 strikeouts in this game. Both of them are listed at 4.5. So I love the chances that we can get to this 10 strikeout number with both of those guys. Because Pfaadt, like both these guys said, he's had a pretty good postseason, and I expect him to keep it going. It is a little bit nerve-wracking, like they both also said that he has struggled historically going up against this Rangers team, but this is the postseason here, and he struggled in the entire regular season and seemingly is an entirely different new pitcher this postseason. So I'm not scared about him. I think he's going to show up against this Rangers team, kind of like Merle Kelly did in game 2. I don't think that, Brandon Pfaadt is going to get to 9 strikeouts, but I think he could easily get to 5 for us. And Max Scherzer, I'm a little bit worried about him, actually, because he has not looked very good so far this postseason. He's still knocking off the rust, and I think, it's the World Series now. The rust needs to be knocked off, and I think it's going to be for Scherzer. I think Mad Max is going to be able to get to at least 6-7 strikeouts, so I love that we get this cushion with this 10 strikeout number that we need. I think at the end of the day, the worst that's going to happen is to push with 9. So I hate that we have the option of pushing. I wish I could take over 8.5. I would even take over 9.5. I would rather, lose and get a push. But I love this number at 9. So give me Brandon Pfaadt plus Max Scherzer over 9 strikeouts.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and like Bear said, I do know Pfaadt did good against the Phillies, but the Phillies had no regular season exposure to him. The Rangers have. And this is the reason I'm taking Leody Taveras over a half base or anytime hit. Leody has had some nice success against Brandon Pfaadt in his limited at-bats. Like we always say on postseason games, we don't always have a ton to go off, but we do go off of the limited stats we have in some of these matchups. But I'm going to look at Leody's anytime hit here in this one. That is because Leody is 2 for 2 with a home run in his limited at-bats against Pfaadt. I do know Leody has really struggled in the postseason so far to get anything going, but he's finally getting a matchup against a guy he has seen well this season. I think he will be able to get at least 1 hit in this game, so I do like this prop for us.
Yeah, I like that play as well, Seth. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to take Josh Jung, go over 1.5 bases against the Diamondbacks. Like Seth said, I said Brandon's already pitched against the Rangers in his career, and nearly all of the starting lineup had at least 1 hit against him in 2 at-bats. Josh Jung was the exception. He's seen him 3 times in his career, 3 at-bats. He has 2 hits, both of which were home runs against him. So obviously what Josh Jung is seeing is a meatball coming over the plate when Brandon is pitching. That's all I have to go off of this, guys. I said I was going to be short. I'm going to use stats for this play. Give me Josh Jung over 1.5 bases as my play. Let's take a look at that graphic. Seth, start us off.
Yeah, I have Rangers money line here, and then I also took Leody Taveras anytime hit or over half a base, however you guys want to look at it.
Trey?
Yeah, I took the Diamondbacks plus a half first 7-inning run line here. I have complete faith this is going to be a pretty contentious close game, so I love that I get the plus a half right there. The D-backs at home also gave out the pitcher combo of Brandon Pfaadt plus Max Scherzer over 9 strikeouts. I think they're going to combine for double digits in this game.
Yeah, and then I've got the Rangers on the money line, and I'm also going with Josh Jung, who's hit 2 home runs and 3 at-bats against Brandon Pfaadt, over 1.5 bases as my player prop. Guys, that's going to do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Monday, October 30th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe down below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,